Hola amigos, ¿qué tal? El día de hoy les traemos un super video, es una práctica con 2 oficiales y sin subtítulos. Este podría ser un escenario que te puede tocar el día de tu entrevista. A veces un oficial nos hace una porción de la entrevista y otro oficial nos hace otra porción. Por eso recuerda que estos videos de simulación es para que el día que llegues a tu entrevista sientas que ese escenario ya lo has vivido en repetidas ocasiones. Te invito a que respondas en voz alta a la entrevista, que actúes como si estuvieras en la entrevista para que te des cuenta qué tan preparado estás. Si necesitas más ayuda en tu preparación, tenemos muchos videos aquí en este canal de YouTube, pero además también ofrecemos un curso en línea en nuestra página cursosconfernando.com. Este curso tiene más de 50 clases en un orden específico. Te vamos llevando desde lo más sencillo del proceso de ciudadanía hasta lo más difícil. Podrás descargar audios y transcripciones de cada una de las clases como apoyo para que puedas aprender mejor la información. También hemos repartido la información en diferentes módulos. Por ejemplo, tenemos el módulo de las preguntas cívicas, el módulo de lectura y escritura, preguntas personales, N400, definiciones y hasta te ayudamos a aprender el juramento de lealtad. Así que ya sabes, si te gustaría tener la mejor preparación, adquiere nuestro curso en nuestra página cursosconfernando.com. Deja en los comentarios qué otro tipo de videos te gustaría que hiciéramos para ayudarte en tu preparación. Y ya sabes que si este video te resultó útil, déjanos tu like, suscríbete si no lo has hecho para que no te pierdas ninguno de los videos que tenemos en el futuro. Y pues nada, vamos a practicar.
Hi, my name is Officer Rodriguez, and today I will be conducting your citizenship interview. Can I see your permanent resident card, your passports, and a valid ID, please? You can hold them up so that I can see them. Okay, you can put them away now. Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear and affirm that the statements you will give and provide today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, you can put your hand down and you can take a seat. Okay, now we are going to do the civics test. I'm going to ask you 10 questions. You will need to answer 6 of them correctly. Name one problem that led to the Civil War. What is the highest court in the United States? We elect a U.S. Senator for how many years? Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? In what month do we vote for president? What are the 2 major political parties in the United States? What is the supreme law of the land? What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? What is freedom of religion? Name 2 national U.S. holidays. Okay. Now you're going to pay attention to the tablet in front of you. You're going to see a sentence on the screen. Please read the following sentence out loud. Okay, great. Now on the same tablet, using the stylus pen behind the tablet, please write the following sentence on the tablet in front of you. The White House is in Washington, D.C. The White House is in Washington, D.C. The White House is in Washington, D.C. Okay, great. You approved both parts of the interview, your civics test and the reading and writing part of the interview. What is your full legal name? What names have you used in the past? What changes will you be making to your name? Can you please confirm the name as you would like it to be? What is your date of birth? Where were you born? How long have you been a permanent resident? And how did you become a permanent resident? Are your parents U.S. citizens? Were your parents married before your 18th birthday? Are you married? What is your spouse's full legal name? How long have you been married? Have you ever been divorced? Is your spouse a U.S. citizen? Were you ever married back in your country of origin? Do you have any children? How many children do you have? Are they your biological children? What are the last 4 digits of your Social Security number? What is your height and your weight? What is your phone number? What is your email address? What is your current address? Spell the name of the street, please. How long have you lived at this address? What is your previous address? What do you do for work? What are some of your job duties? How long have you worked at this job? When was the last time you traveled out of the United States? Where did you travel to? Who traveled with you? How many times have you traveled out of the United States in the last 5 years? How many total days have you spent outside of the United States in the last 5 years? What is one thing you plan on doing if you become a U.S. citizen?
Now I'm going to ask you some general questions. Can you please answer yes or no to the following questions? Have you ever claimed to be a United States citizen? Have you ever registered to vote in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? Have you ever voted in any federal, state, or local elections in the United States? Do you now have, or do you ever have, a hereditary title or an order of nobility in any foreign country? Have you ever been declared legally incompetent or been confined into a mental institution? Do you owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes? Have you ever not filed a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident? Have you ever called yourself a non-U.S. resident on a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident? Okay. Usually when you file your taxes, do you have to pay taxes or you receive a refund? And how do you file your taxes? By yourself? Jointly? Okay, I understand. Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or any way associated with any organization, association, fund, foundation, party, club, society, or similar group in the United States or in other location in the world? Have you ever been a member of or in any way associated with the Communist Party, any other totalitarian party, a terrorist organization? What is communism? Have you ever advocated, either directly or indirectly, the overthrow of any government by force or violence? Have you ever persecuted any person because of race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion? Between March 23, 1933 and May 8, 1945, did you work for or associate in any way, either directly or indirectly, with the Nazi government of Germany? Were you ever involved in any way with any of the following? Genocide, torture, killing or trying to kill someone, badly hurting or trying to hurt a person on purpose, forcing or trying to force someone to have any kind of sexual contact or relations, not letting someone practice his or her religion. Were you ever a member of, or did you ever serve in, help, or otherwise participate in any of the following groups? Military unit, paramilitary unit, police unit, self-defense unit, vigilant unit, rebel group, guerrilla group, militia, insurgent organization. What is genocide? Okay. What is a militia? Were you ever a worker, volunteer, or soldier, or did you otherwise ever serve in any of the following? A prison or jail, prison camp, detention facility, labor camp, any other place where people were forced to stay. Okay. Were you ever a part of any group, or did you ever help any group, unit, or organization that use a weapon against any person or threaten to do so? Did you ever self-give or provide weapons to any person, or help another person self-give or provide weapons to any person? Did you ever receive any type of military, paramilitary, weapons training? How about back in your country of origin? Did you ever receive any type of military training? Okay. Do you understand what a weapon is? What is a weapon? Thank you. Did you ever recruit, enlist, conscript, or use any person under 15 years of age to serve in or help an armed force or group? Did you ever use any person under 15 years of age to do anything that help or support people in combat? Have you ever committed, assisted in committing, or attempt to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested? Have you ever been arrested, cited, or detained by any law enforcement officer for any reason? What is cited? Okay, have you ever been charged with committed, attempting to commit, or assisted in committing a crime or offense? Have you ever been convicted of a crime or offense? How about back in your country of origin? Have you ever been placed in an alternative sentencing or rehabilitative program? Have you ever received a suspended sentence, be placed in probation, or been paroled? Have you ever been in jail or prison? Have you ever been a habitual drunkard? Have you ever been a prostitute procuring anyone for prostitution? Sold or smuggled controlled substances, illegal drugs, or narcotics? Been married to more than one person at the same time? Marry someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit? Help anyone to enter or try to enter the United States illegally? Gamble illegally or receive income from illegal gambling? Fail to support your dependents or to pay alimony? Made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States? What is a habitual drunkard? Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading? Have you ever lied to any U.S. government officials to gain entry or admission into the United States or to gain immigration benefits while in the United States? Have you ever been removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? Have you ever been ordered removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? Have you ever been placed in removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings? Are removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings currently pending against you? What is deportation? Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces? Are you a male who live in the United States at any time between your 18th and 26th birthday? Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States? What is the form of government of the United States? Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States? What is an oath of allegiance? Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States? If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces? If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States? If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian directions? Okay. Congratulations, you have approved your citizenship interview. Bueno, ¿cómo te fue con la práctica? Espero que te haya ido muy bien. Estas prácticas son un poquito complicadas, pero sé que lo pudiste lograr. Comenta cómo te fue, si pudiste responder todo, si te trabaste en algo. Si de repente te trabaste en algo, recuerda que ofrecemos un curso en nuestra página cursosconfernando.com en el cual te vamos a ayudar a prepararte. Y también tenemos muchos videos aquí en YouTube que te pueden ayudar a prepararte. Entonces ya sabes, si quieres tener la mejor preparación, adquiere nuestro curso en nuestra página cursosconfernando.com. Nos vemos pues en el próximo video. Chao.